This week on the Sequoyah Scribe Newscast, Joshua and Andrea take a look at the career fair for 8th graders.
Also in this episode, Fathima and I investigate bats at John Sevier.
And in our sports segment, Joshua and Andrea take a look at this year's cheer tryouts. All of this and more are coming up on this week's episode of SSN. Good morning, Sevier Middle. My name is Elizabeth.
And I'm Kristin. Welcome to this week's episode of the Sequoyah Scribe Newscast.
With the year's end quickly approaching, many 8th grade students have started high school planning and even thinking about their future careers. The 8th graders went to a career fair to see future careers they could pursue. Joshua and Andrea have the story.
Every year, the 8th grade students of Sevier go to a career fair. Do the students enjoy this trip?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty fun.
Yes, I like it, and the food was okay, yeah.
The students all saw many careers. They also all had different opinions on which was their favorite.
The police officer little workshop thingy, because they had like this dog, and they trained it and stuff, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Well, I did a doctor thing, and it was really cool that we get to test out like the blood draw and all that.
From a young age, most everyone has at least a loose grasp on what they want to be when they grow up.
I would like to be a teacher, a science teacher. I really like science, and yeah.
I was hoping to become a doctor, but I'm not for sure what yet. And it's fun, and I love working with people, help them make them better and all that.
The students and teachers have a few ideas on how to improve the career fair.
I probably wouldn't improve it. I thought it was pretty fun the way it was.
Change that if you get more doctor, improve like surgery.
What did the students and teachers like about the career fair?
I liked when they had us going from group to group, seeing which career we liked the best.
I like it because I got to learn more and decide what doctor I want to become for the future.
What did they dislike?
When they sat us down and they were like talking forever.
The career fair is meant to help the students prepare for the future. Reporting for SSN, this has been reporter Joshua and videographer Andrea.
In other news, the Kingsport City School System is accepting zoning and tuition applications. These applications are for students who want to attend at Kingsport schools but don't live in the city limits. Parents or legal guardians must apply annually for their children's tuition and zoning status.
John Sevier has named the interim art teacher. Her name is Callie Jeter. Jeter will finish this school year following Miss Fathim's retirement.
On March 22, 2016, John Sevier held an event called Walk of the Warrior. This event introduced rising 6th graders to extracurricular activities, classes, and other things new students need to know.
Sometimes, bats have been seen in the hallways at Sevier Middle. This has become a problem for students and teachers at Sevier. Kristin and Fathima have the story.
A few bats have been found at John Sevier Middle School. Students and teachers both have different opinions about this fact.
Yes, I have seen a bat at this school.
Yes, I have seen a bat at this school.
Yes, I have seen a bat at the school in the hallway, 7th grade hallway, and it was very scary.
Yes, it was down the stairs and up on the ceiling.
Yeah, I was walking down to lunch, and it was right before lunch, and it was kind of nasty. Like, I looked in this trash can, and I saw this dead bat.
Bats are very dangerous. Students have their own opinions on bats at Sevier.
I don't really care for them being here.
I definitely don't like bats at Sevier. I'm terrified of bats, so it was a pretty scary experience, not pleasant.
My opinion on bats at Sevier is that they are disgusting, and I think it shows that the school is unsanitary.
My opinion is that it's kind of weird that we even have bats in the school.
Bats might get into Sevier's cafeteria food and potentially harm students. Students are worried about this.
I think they all come from somewhere, and there's more of them somewhere.
Like if they come down, like if they somehow get down there and they get it in the food, then that'd be bad.
No, not about lunch, but they could interfere with health and safety. Bat excremation can cause several diseases.
I'm not too worried about that. I'm more scared of bats swooping around me and that kind of thing. I think they usually stay away from people, but it is worrisome that there are bats in the building.
Students have different views on the fate of the bats.
I think they should just carefully put them outside somewhere or relocate them or find their families.
I think they should let them roam free and see how things settle out.
I should keep them out and get something so they don't come in.
I think we should try every possible option to get rid of the bats and to make sure if the bats are coming in through some way, try to block that to make sure that bats don't enter in the building anymore.
John Sevier Middle School is not a great place for bats to be.
Well, in the school, it's not an ideal place for a bat to be. I do not like them in here, and we do everything that we can to make sure that they're out of this building in a safe manner.
When the bats get in the building, they have to come out some way.
We call our custodians to get the bat, and they try to do it in as safe as way as possible. They once the bat's captured with a net, they do let it outside and let it free.
Bats go through openings in the building to get inside.
Well, I guess they're coming in through openings in the roof area. They could be in the gables. There are different places that we have to check to make sure that that those areas do have the proper security.
This has been Kristin and Fathima reporting for SSN.
Spring has recently begun. So far, the weather has been rainy. How will this week look? Fathima has the weather.
After mostly pleasant spring break weather, what can we expect from the weather this week? Good morning, my name is Fathima. Monday will start the week with the sunny skies and a high near 74 degrees. At night, temperatures will drop down to 38 degrees and there will be an 80% chance of rain. On Tuesday, temperatures will be cooler with a high near 59 degrees. At night, there will be clear skies and a low around 33 degrees. On Wednesday, temperatures will climb back up to 69 degrees, but it will be a cloudy day. Overnight, there will be a 60% chance of rain and a low around 48 degrees. On Thursday, temperatures will drop down again to about 60 degrees, and there will be a chance of some scattered thunderstorms. The rain will continue overnight, and there will be a low temperature of 36 degrees. Friday will kick off with the morning rain showers and a high temperature near 53 degrees. Overnight, there will be a partly cloudy skies and a low around 32 degrees. That's it for this week's weather report. Now let's go back to the newscast studio.
Sports have started their competition. When will their games begin? Gowri is in the Sports Center with the answer.
Spring sports have started their competitions. Good morning, Sevier Middle. My name is Gowri. The Sevier Warriors varsity baseball team will be facing off against Greenville at Greenville on Thursday, starting at 4:30 p.m. On Monday, April 11th, they will play against Robinson at Hunter Wright Stadium, starting at 4:30 p.m. The Lady Warriors softball team will face off against Unicoi at Sevier at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. They will go up against R&R at DB on Wednesday, April 6th at 4:30 p.m. Finally, on April 14th, the track team will be traveling to Greenville. Sevierville, R&R, JSMS, Churchill, and Unicoi County will be participating in this track meet. The buses will leave at 3 p.m. Although spring sports have kicked off, cheer tryouts for next year's cheer team have already finished. Joshua and Andrea have the story about this year's cheer tryouts.
Cheer tryouts took place this week of February 29th. The people trying out for cheer enjoy the sport overall.
I enjoy just coming together as a team, like when it's time to perform.
I just like cheering with my friends, and it's like a sport, so.
The candidates all were hopeful.
I think so because I tried out last year and I made it.
I didn't at first, but everybody started encouraging me, so yeah, I have a lot of confidence now.
The students think being on the team will be fun.
I think it would be fun to be on the team because all my friends are on the team, and if me and my friends make it, it'd just be a great year.
Yes, I do because I was on it last year and I know how everything goes.
Do the candidates think cheering is hard?
I mean, it's kind of hard. Not really. Kind of, but if you just pay attention, then it'll be easy.
Yeah, it's pretty hard because we have stunts and tumbling and yeah, and just getting all the motions right.
What do the students think is needed to be a cheerleader?
You need to just put in a lot of hard work and effort.
Encouragement from your friends and confidence and just hard work.
Nori Ann Young looks for certain traits in the candidates.
We look for girls that are good students first, good people, respectful, good friends, have a good reputation, and we are looking for hard workers. We can teach somebody to be a cheerleader, but we can't make up for all the other character traits that we look for.
Only some of the students trying out will make it.
It differs from year to year depending on how many we need and what the team looks like. We have a certain score that we like to cut off, so as many girls are within that guideline of scoring, we like to accept.
What are Young's hopes for this cheer season?
My hopes for the next cheer season are to have a group of girls that are positive role models for the school, not only the cheer team, but for the entire school, that make good choices, have good grades, are good students, are good friends, are good peers, and are hard workers.
How often does the cheer team perform?
We perform at football and basketball games, also pep rallies, and we cheer on the team, we cheer on the crowd, we try to get the crowd involved, and we also work with the dance team a lot to perform and to get the crowd going.
Reporting for SSN, this has been reporter Andrea with videographer Joshua.
That's it for this week's Sports Report. Let's go back to the newscast studio.
With the career plans being made, many students have been thinking about future careers. Gabriel and Kaylin hit the halls to find out what students want to be.
All around the school, there's different kinds of people. And among those different people, there are different options for careers. SSN hit the halls to find out which careers students preferred when they got older.
Probably a football player.
I will choose between one of the three: lawyer, chemical engineer, or aerospace engineer.
I want to be a cosmetologist and work with special needs kids.
I'm going to go into the medical field, try to be a doctor, maybe a nurse.
I'll follow to be a doctor when I'm older.
I want to be a professional softball player.
I'll probably choose to be a veterinarian.
If you'd like to tell us your comment, tweet us at the hashtag #SSNHitsTheHalls, and your comment could be featured on the air. Now let's go back to the newscast studio.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of the Sequoyah Scribe Newscast.
When we return, Gowri will be taking a look at a recent visit from Dave Dirks.
Ian and Allison will look at the event for 5th graders called the Walk of the Warrior.
And in sports, Elizabeth and Ian will be reporting on the dance team tryouts.
I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Kristin. Have a great week, Sevier Middle.